afternoon, everyone. A sad update to tell you about a second person has died from coronavirus in Allegheny County, and apparently no one even knew she had it.
Yeah, we're learning more about this victim because the medical examiner is investigating. The health department says the woman was in her late 70s. She had not been in the hospital, and officials say they didn't know she had the virus. She wasn't tested until after her death. The victim's family members are now in self-isolation. The county says the victim did have other health issues that may have delayed recognition of COVID-19 symptoms.
The Allegheny County Health Department also just announced some new cases. There are now 58 cases in the county. 6 of the patients are in the hospital. That's a jump of 10 cases from yesterday at noon. The State Health Department lists 7 cases in Washington County, 6 in Westmoreland, 5 in Butler, 3 in Beaver County, 1 in Fayette County.
The Tokyo Olympics have been officially postponed now until next year. The announcement made just hours after hundreds of people gathered to see the Olympic flame in Japan's northern city of Fukushima. And a live look at the big board on Wall Street. Stocks are up as hopes build that Congress will pass an economic stimulus bill.
Medical experts say stopping the virus starts with social distancing.
And that's why Governor Wolf shut down non-life-sustaining businesses. And we just got the new numbers of how many businesses were warned. State police say they found the majority of business owners did comply with the order, but they did issue 27 warnings statewide to businesses that were still open yesterday and were not supposed to be open. That includes 7 businesses in our area.
Governor Wolf's stay-at-home order is now in effect in Allegheny County. You can leave your home for these following reasons: anything essential, picking up a medication and groceries, traveling to care for a family member or a friend, also volunteering, outdoor activities like hiking and running, but you have to keep your distance from others. You can also go back and forth to your job if you work for an essential business. State officials say police will be more focused on making sure people know about the order and social distancing rather than enforcement. Pittsburgh has also closed all its city parks. There are a lot of reasons you are still allowed to leave the house, excuse me. Too many to put up on the screen, so we do have the full list on WPXI.com and the WPXI News app.
Washington County is asking residents to only use 911 for life-threatening emergencies. They understand you have a lot of questions about the coronavirus, but say people are tying up their phone lines to ask simple questions, and they suggest reaching out to the State Department of Health with those questions. 2 Pittsburgh police officers who responded to a crash in Market Square are now self-isolating at home. Police say 2 cars collided around noon yesterday. One of those drivers was showing symptoms similar to the virus. That driver was taken to the hospital for testing. So much of our normal day-to-day life has changed, and now businesses that can stay open are putting in new safety measures. Channel 11's Mike Holden shows us the changes you'll see at Giant Eagle.
Giant Eagle right here behind me is taking absolutely no chances when it comes to the spread of the coronavirus, even rolling out new measures that are happening today. But it doesn't end there, because it appears shoppers who are parked in this lot are even social distancing their cars, parking much farther apart from one another. Channel 11 watched one shopper after the next walking in a Giant Eagle Market District at Settlers Ridge. Some wore protective plastic and latex gloves. Others sported face masks. All stayed several feet away from one another. This comes on the heels of Giant Eagle rolling out their new safety measures in response to the rapid spread of COVID-19. The grocery chain has officially installed this clear plexiglass at all of its checkout and customer service areas. In addition, they're temporarily suspending reusable shopping bags to prevent anything from possibly sticking to a surface and being brought into the store. Plastic and paper bags will be provided for free. And finally, shoppers will be reminded to socially distance with floor indicators and signs at the checkouts. Folks we spoke with say these measures are essential during this time.
I think it's a great idea, honestly. You don't know what people are going to bring back in.
I just noticed people were kind of keeping their distance, and the clerks were, wearing gloves and, like you said, the plexiglass, and looks like pretty quartered off so that nobody's really standing too close to each other.
And Giant Eagle is even taking this a step further, focusing on cleaning and sanitation in stores by wiping down carts and hiring additional crews. We're going to break down that side of the story for Channel 11 News at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting in Robinson, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Sheetz is also making changes in its stores because of the outbreak. The company has suspended self-serve coffee. Customers will have to use the touch screen to order coffee from the kitchen. Same goes for self-serve beverages, and self-serve bakery items have been temporarily discontinued.
Westmoreland County officials want more information about local coronavirus cases. The public safety director told our trip partners they learn more from the media than from the state health department. They say it's vital for them to get information like who has it and where they live. Officials say the more information they have, the better they can do with medical supplies and preventing hotspots. Currently, Westmoreland County has at least 8 cases.
Schools will stay closed for at least another 2 weeks. The State Department of Education says right now they're looking at April 6th, but Pittsburgh public school officials announced the earliest students and staff will physically return to school is April 14th. That's the Tuesday after Easter. They haven't said how this could affect the school's 180-day requirement. According to the Trib, many districts have already started online learning, so it is possible that could count. Starting tomorrow, the Port Authority of Allegheny County will be cutting 25% of bus and light rail services. Officials say demand is low. In the past 2 weeks, they say ridership has dropped more than 50%. And with fewer buses on the road, crews will be better able to keep up with daily cleaning. They do still ask passengers to practice social distancing.
U.S. airlines are drawing up plans for a voluntary shutdown of nearly all domestic flights. The Wall Street Journal reports government agencies are also considering ordering such a move. The flow of people at its checkpoints was down more than 80% on Sunday from the same date a year ago. The U.S. Senate appears to be on the cusp of a rescue deal that could bring some relief to American families and businesses. Our Jacqueline Fell has the progress being made today.
The U.S. Senate has been negotiating day and night, unable to agree on a plan moving forward until now. Both parties are expressing optimism, but also acknowledging time isn't on their side.
This is a national crisis. It's the most serious threat to Americans' health in over a century, and quite likely the greatest risk to America's jobs and prosperity that we've seen since the Great Depression.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says progress was made late last night during negotiations with the U.S. Treasury Secretary on the stimulus package, and that a vote is likely to happen later today. The deal calls for direct payments to Americans. Many adults would get $1,200 each, and children $500 each. Higher incomes would see smaller checks. The plan also aims to provide relief for the airline industry, beef up unemployment benefits, as well as money for hospitals. Democrats have objected to the emergency plan twice, saying it was favoring corporations and big businesses over American workers. I'm Jacqueline Fell reporting for our Washington News Bureau.
An eerie sight in Las Vegas. The neon lights have been turned off. People face an uncertain future after Nevada shut down the casinos and restaurants. The Las Vegas tourism industry supports nearly 400,000 jobs. The Prime Minister of India has issued a lockdown for the entire country for the next 3 weeks. That applies to 1.3 billion people. As of yesterday, India had more than 400 cases and more than 100 deaths. Meanwhile, the Chinese government is about to end a 2-month lockdown in the hardest hit areas by the virus as cases decrease there. The Hubei province has almost 0 new cases in the last week. People who are healthy will be allowed to leave. The city of Wuhan will stay on lockdown until April 8th.
So there's an awful lot to keep up on, as you can see. We've set up a special section on the coronavirus on our WPXI News app. There you can find answers to questions on what is open, what is closed, and see who is hiring right now.
Lots of cloud and hopefully a little bit of sunshine. A bit chilly out there as well.
Meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking when some rain will move back into the picture in Severe Weather Center 11. Danielle.
Hi, guys. We do have a cloudy sky out there right now. That shows on our tower cam. The temperature is chilly at 38 degrees, puts the wind chill down in the lower 30s as well. And if you take a look at our visible satellite right now, you're going to see that overcast sky. All of that white shaded color are the clouds. But I wanted to point out something interesting I'm noting. If you watch really carefully here toward the middle to end of the loop right through here. See how you're seeing a northern advancement here of the clouds? That's what we're seeing in the low clouds kind of eroding from the south. So we're seeing the warmer weather actually down in that area. Look at it here. That green shaded color is low to mid 40s. Meanwhile, we're in the 30s here in Pittsburgh and Butler because of the stubborn cloud cover. I do think we're going to get some breaks in the clouds as those low clouds begin to try to go away, and we'll be left with some mid and high clouds throughout the afternoon. 50 degrees and a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. I am tracking more rain moving into the forecast during the overnight period. I'll walk you through the timing on that coming up.
Police in Mount Oliver are asking for help finding a missing girl. 14-year-old London Rutherford hasn't been seen since early yesterday morning. Her family thinks she might be with a friend in Carrick. If you know where she is, you think you may have seen this girl, please give police a call. A man was killed in a shooting early this morning in Newcastle. Police were called to the McGrath Manor housing complex on West Washington Street around 3:30 this morning. Officers found 25-year-old Andre Robinson in the driver's seat of a car. He had been shot and killed. No word on any suspects.
More than just arts and crafts, what this local teacher's making that could save lives.
Doctors and nurses are on the front line against the coronavirus here at home, but they are not immune. The concerns some local medical professionals have about their own safety.
And scammers are preying on pandemic fears. The FBI tells us what you should be on the lookout for.
During this time of uncertainty, we know you have a lot of questions.
Are we overreacting? I would rather overreact than try to slow this down.
Stay with Channel 11 for answers about coronavirus.
Near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Butler Memorial Hospital is treating their first patient with coronavirus. Butler Radio reports that there are 5 confirmed cases in the county. The Butler Health System is reminding everyone that the majority of people with coronavirus do not need to be admitted to the hospital. Hospitals and healthcare professionals are no doubt working overtime in these unprecedented and highly stressful times. Many UPMC workers reached out to Channel 11 saying they don't feel like their health is being protected. But UPMC says they hear their employees' concerns and will continue to work better and smarter.
I don't want to diminish their perspective either. These are untold times. We've never experienced like this. We are doing everything we can, and I could not be more proud of the employees of UPMC.
UPMC also told us they have the equipment to safeguard both staff and patients.
A local art teacher is putting her talents to good use. She is hand sewing face masks for health workers who aren't able to get them right now. Channel 11's Kara Sapaida found out what inspired her.
The CDC released guidelines saying if a healthcare worker doesn't have access to these N95 masks, as a last resort, they should use a bandana or a homemade mask. I talked to a local art teacher today who is spending her days creating them. Rochelle Bersamina is an art teacher at South Park Elementary School, currently off work like teachers across the country and spending her time off sewing homemade masks all day long.
My best friend is a nurse in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and she works at a nursing home, and they currently have no N95 masks at all.
Rochelle's sister and friends are also nurses and shared their concerns about the limited supply of masks.
The reality is some of these healthcare workers do not even have one mask. They have a very limited supply, or they have one mask that they're reusing over and over again.
This is the front of the mask. Rochelle created this Facebook group, Masks for Healthcare Providers, calling on local sewers to help and giving instructions on how to pin, iron, and sew.
They are made of fabric, and they are able to be washed in the laundry with their scrubs. It's meant to be worn to go right over top of their N95 masks, just like this. And they tie in the back.
According to the CDC, the country is in crisis capacity times when it comes to mask availability, with elective procedures canceled to save masks. The CDC recommends healthcare providers reuse face masks for multiple patients, use a face shield that covers the entire front and sides of face, and yes, use homemade masks, adding they should only be used as a last resort, not considered personal protective equipment since their capability to protect is unknown, and use in combination with a face shield. Rochelle says sewing the masks is time-consuming with 4 layers of cotton and pleats in the front. Right now, she's using her own supplies, but will run out soon and hoping for 100% fabric donations.
How does it make you feel right now that you're able to do something?
It really makes me feel good because at the moment I felt helpless, kind of being stuck inside and not able to go out and provide, any type of help that I can for anybody.
If you'd like to join that Facebook group or donate supplies, we'll have more information on our website, WPXI.com. I'm Kara Sapaida for Channel 11 News.
Organizations in Washington County are teaming up to make sure no one goes hungry. City Mission and the Washington County Community Foundation are working with area businesses to create pop-up food pantries. Those in need are being given bags of food. The pop-up food pantries will continue as long as supplies last.
A pizza shop in Greensburg that's working hard to dish out takeout orders got hit by crooks. State police are investigating this break-in. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has the latest.
As a lot of businesses have to close right now, a lot of pizza shops like Kelly's Pizzeria in Westmoreland County here are able to stay open for delivery, something that a crook or crooks apparently took advantage of, busting into this store. As many businesses struggle during the coronavirus pandemic, a pizza shop in Greensburg just became a victim in a new way. The owners of Kelly's Pizzeria off Route 22 say it was early Sunday morning when a crook or crooks busted through the door to their dining room, shut off lights throughout the business, and broke into their ATM, causing serious damage and stealing close to $1,000.
People are so scared and so desperate for money because so many people are out of work and so many people need resources and everything, and and part of me, my heart goes out to the people that think that they needed to rob the place, but in the same sense, you stole from me, and that can't ever be forgiven. But we are going to remain open as long as we're allowed.
I've reached out to police to find out more about the investigation. We'll have the very latest tonight at 5. In Westmoreland County, Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
You're your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Taking a live look at our storm tracker Doppler 11 radar. I wanted to let you know it is currently quiet, but as we look off toward the south, we have more rain that is headed our way. Some pretty heavy rain as well from Missouri all the way south into parts of Georgia. And we do actually have a risk for some strong to severe weather there, but this rain is going to gradually lift up toward the north as we head into the overnight period and into the morning tomorrow, bringing wet weather back into western Pennsylvania. Today, if you do want to get some fresh air, you can step outside today. We will stay dry for the daylight hours. Cloudy sky, though, through 1 o'clock, 48 degrees at 3 o'clock, and a high temperature expected near 50 degrees today. And I showed you the visible satellite map just a few moments ago showing the clouds that are trying to erode from the south, meaning those temperatures are a bit warmer down there right now. And we do look to climb, as I mentioned, to near 50 today and hope for some breaks in the clouds. For tonight, 42 degrees with showers developing. Winds will be light out of the east-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, we'll have a temperature just a little bit above average the way it looks right now. A high temperature close to 54. East-southeast winds at 3 to 8 miles per hour. The southerly component of the wind there kind of helping to drive up the temperatures a little bit more so tomorrow than what we'll have out there today. We will have the showers around, though, so if you are heading into work tomorrow, make sure you have your umbrella with you as it will be raining. Here's Storm Tracker at the noon hour as we are right here dealing with quite a bit of cloud cover. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the model data again being optimistic and some breaks in the clouds, but we do expect those of you that do get a little clearing today will see more clouds coming in later this evening out ahead of this rain that's going to be moving in. Now this rain is set to move in mainly after midnight, so you can see here's the clock. I've got it paused at midnight on Wednesday. Showers are still well down to the south, but will quickly move in while many of us are sleeping. Here's 4 o'clock in the morning. Showers in Pittsburgh, Beaver, down south, where we could actually be tracking some pockets of moderate to heavy rain in Waynesburg, the Uniontown area. I think it's down there where we're actually going to see some of the steadier and even some heavier rainfall, and I'll show you those rainfall forecast amounts coming up in the next half hour. As for 7:30 in the morning, it's widespread rain from Waynesburg all the way north up to Butler, and that rain will be clearing out throughout the day. So here's 1:30, drying skies, mostly cloudy, and I think we'll keep it mostly cloudy until late in the evening where we finally start to see some breaks in the clouds. 5-day forecast, your weekend always in view. How about 64 on Thursday? So that'll be nice. We'll have a partly cloudy sky overall, and then Friday 62 degrees with showers in the forecast, and more rain looks to move in Friday night into Saturday with some thunderstorms actually, and more thunderstorms are forecast for Saturday afternoon. Saturday will hit a high near 70. Sunday a bit cooler with showers around with high temperatures falling into the upper 50s.
Thanks, Danielle. Debunking rumors. Now the Allegheny County Health Department is asking you to help stop rumors about coronavirus.
The outbreak is impacting animal shelters. What one local shelter is doing to slow the spread of the virus.
Every 10 minutes, Scott and Tricia are going to tell you how to start your day.
You can get a lot of things on your phone when it comes to the weather, but you can't get Scott's expertise. He's trying to narrow in on your neighborhood to let you know what you could expect.
You're going to know what to wear. You're going to know what the kids need to wear.
We call Tricia Pittman our expert for good reason.
You ask Tricia, where is the closure? She knows it, and 3 ways around it.
She's been doing this longer than anybody else. She has a direct pipeline to PennDOT.
They're the best in the city. You're prepared every 10 minutes.
Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
President Trump has signed an executive order to prevent price gouging. Under that order, hoarding and/or selling items at prices greater than the general retail cost is banned.
Have a big supply of toilet paper in your house, this is not something you have to worry about. But if you are sitting on a warehouse with masks, surgical masks, you will be hearing a knock on your door.
The executive order also designates some items as scarce. They're still working to figure out what items to add to that list.
Local animal shelters are making changes in response to the coronavirus outbreak. The CEO of Humane Animal Rescue told us the shelter is considered an essential service, so it is allowed to remain open. And they are still processing adoptions, but only a few people are allowed into the facility at a time, and they are also limiting other services.
If it's an emergency situation and an animal does need to be surrendered, we are still doing those. Animal care and control that we work with is also working on a limited basis right now as well.
In addition, birthday parties, classes, fundraisers, those are all canceled.
Another big delay is now in place. President Trump put a hold on Real ID. The deadline was October 1st, but because DMVs in many states, including Pennsylvania, are closed, it's being pushed back. For now, it's been delayed indefinitely.
Scammers are preying on people with coronavirus fears. The FBI tells us what you should look out for.
And kids stuck at home are learning in a new, old way. Why one district broadcasts its classes on the radio.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now.
Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop.
As a mom, I know your morning is busy. We're going to give you everything you need, from the breaking news desk to weather and traffic.
When you walk out that door, you're prepared.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Allegheny County.
A second person has died from coronavirus in Allegheny County, and no one knew she had it.
We're learning more about this victim because the medical examiner is investigating now. The health department says that woman was in her late 70s. She had not been in the hospital, and officials say they didn't know she had the virus. She actually wasn't tested until after her death. The victim's family members are now in self-isolation. The county says the victim did have other health issues that may have delayed recognition of the COVID-19 symptoms.
And breaking right now, the state health department just announced more than 200 new cases of coronavirus. There are 207 new cases, bringing the total in the state of Pennsylvania to 851. 4 more people have died. Here in our area, there are 58 cases in Allegheny County, up 10 from yesterday. 9 in Washington County, 3 in Beaver, 6 in Butler, 11 in Westmoreland County, and 2 in Fayette County.
Unfortunately, criminals from around the world are preying on individuals' anxieties, fears.
Yep, the FBI says scammers are preying on people's fears of the coronavirus. Channel 11's Aaron Martin spoke with agents at the local FBI office to find out what you can do to protect yourself.
Many of us are now stuck at home, sitting in front of our computers, checking email, and this is actually where we could be the most vulnerable. In fact, federal investigators tell Channel 11 that hackers are now more active than ever, and you need to take steps to keep yourself safe. Well, non-essential businesses are closed and people are ordered to stay at home. Scammers are working harder than ever. It's a problem the FBI says is getting worse.
We've definitely seen a huge uptick in coronavirus or COVID-19 fraud. And unfortunately, criminals from around the world are preying on individuals' anxieties, fears.
The FBI says they're attacking through malware, which can infect your computer. However, they have several recommendations on how you can protect yourself. Yarbrough says you should avoid opening unknown attachments or links, which could lead to malware. Also, verify any information sent through an email and do your own research, whether it's through the CDC or local health departments. Finally, never share logins or personal information with someone you don't know. The FBI is still operating business as usual, but Yarbrough says they're following CDC guidelines closely.
Working with them, HHS, and other federal agencies just to make sure we're doing all we can to minimize contact with the virus on our workforce, but at the same time, we still have a mission to do, and we're continuing to do it.
Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
The state attorney general last week partnered with the U.S. attorney to create the COVID-19 fraud task force. If you would like to submit a claim, we have all the information for you on our WPXI News app.
With so much information out there right now, it's hard to keep track of what's real. So the Allegheny County Health Department is going on rumor patrol. They launched a new web page for people to ask health-related questions about the outbreak. The health department says it can't answer every question or concern, but they will do their best to address what's real and what's false. They've already answered a few questions like, are at-home test kits available? The answer is no, and there is a travel ban for Allegheny County. Is there a travel ban, I should say, for Allegheny County? The answer also no.
Children in Butler County are learning from home, but not through their computers. Channel 11's Amy Marcinkiewicz has more on how teachers are using an old-school method to get their message to the kids.
My name is Andrew, and I'm 10 years old. Elena, and I'm 8.
Missy Sheaver is just one of thousands of moms in the Butler area school district who's been home with her kids now for a week.
I'm glad that the district is using a lot of different creative tools. It certainly helps guide some of the instruction.
WISR 680 AM and the Butler Radio Network now present the On-Air Classroom.
Monday, the district partnered with local radio station WISR 680 AM to begin lessons for the kids, putting down the phones and electronics and listening to the radio. Connequin-Essing's elementary principal says the district is coming up with out-of-the-box ideas to continue education during this crisis.
This was all auditory, this was all listening, and quite honestly, it incorporated a different part of your brain and a different learning capacity than he's ever truly had to use before.
Dear students, please know that your teachers miss you a lot and are thinking of you often. Thanks for listening.
Over-the-air classrooms, bringing it back to the basics. The superintendent says, hey, whatever it takes.
We really need to look at some other solutions. We have a lot of students don't have internet access at home. We're working on that, but it's going to take us a little bit of time to get there. And so we really wanted to try to find a way to fill the gap between now and when we have internet over houses and computers delivered to everyone as well.
The lessons airing at 9 and 9:30 Monday through Friday mornings. Missy Sheaver thought The first day went great.
I think we'll do okay.
Yeah, and kids.
What about you guys? Can you handle it?
Yes, I don't want school right now.
Each day will be a new lesson. They're going to be covering each lesson as long as it takes.
State lawmakers are expected to delay Pennsylvania's primary until June 2nd. Lawmakers on both sides confirmed the change to Channel 11, but right now the primary is still scheduled for April 28th, so the change is not official. A Pitt political science professor told us she was initially surprised by the proposal, but with several areas, including Allegheny County, under a stay-at-home order, she believes it is the right move.
I think it makes sense to do it. It would be really difficult to put on a primary now, but this changes things.
When asked about the delay, Governor Tom Wolf told reporters that he supports pushing the primary back.
So we're all feeling the stress, but for people who already deal with mental health issues, this can be especially hard.
For me, it's like my mind is almost my own worst enemy at times.
Maybe you deal with depression, anxiety, maybe addiction, or maybe you're fighting to overcome irrational fears of getting sick.
My biggest fear when all of this is over is that the world is going to start to move on and I'm going to be stuck with these compulsions.
Tom Voss was diagnosed with PTSD after serving in Iraq. He is making an effort to reach out to other veterans.
A lot of these men and women have support groups that they were going to deal with a lot of these stresses of war, and these are not available to physically go to.
So there are things you can do. Groups like AA are telling people to create a contact list and keep in touch by phone, email, or social media when stuck at home. We have a list of mental health resources for you on our WPXI app.
Back with the check of that rainfall forecast as promised. I think for Pittsburgh, it's going to be anywhere from about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch overnight tonight and into the morning on Wednesday. So here you can see lighter amounts up to the north, higher amounts down to the south. I think some spots could pick up about 4/10 inches of rain. This model is a little bit higher, up to about 6/10 inches. So something we will track for some localized flooding, maybe a little bit of ponding on the area roads. As far as getting outdoors this week, it is dry today, but more rain moves in, as I mentioned, overnight into tomorrow morning. And then the next best day to get outside will be Thursday, as it will be dry. More rain will be moving in late Thursday night into Friday. And we're also tracking that threat for thunderstorms for Friday night and parts of the weekend. So I want to have more on that and what is bringing that into the forecast. And I think the best timing for the thunderstorms coming up in just a few minutes.
It's a place that usually makes rum, but now
there's not much use for it, and there's a shortage now, so it's just a really convenient use of it.
How the Strip District Distillery is turning waste into a public service.
Plus, Pennsylvania is stocked up on liquor, the record the state just set.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop.
I know you have a busy morning. I'm a mom, too, and you're doing 1,000 different things.
We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day as you head out the door.
You're going to get weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Jennifer is going to tell you the breaking news as it's happening.
We're not repeating the same stories over and over. We're digging for those new details.
You can be assured that you're going to get all the information you need before.
happening in Beaver County.
The decision to close state liquor stores triggered the highest single-day sales in at least a decade. Our news partners at the Trib learned there were about $29.9 million in sales on March 16th. On the last day of business, there were more than $0.3 million in sales. The March 16th number is likely the highest ever recorded, but we only have records dating back 12 years.
A local distillery is the latest to hit the brakes on rum and change to hand sanitizer. Maggie's Farm Distillery in the Strip District is donating it to public safety and medical workers. The owner told us he saw a need in the community and an opportunity to help. Ethanol is part of what makes up hand sanitizer. It also happens to be the main ingredient in liquor, so Maggie's Farm is using ethanol and its byproducts to make sanitizer.
There's a big community crisis going on right now, so we're just trying to do our part as well. The community's been good to us, so we want to be good to them equally.
To make the sanitizer, Maggie's Farm is following guidelines from the World Health Organization. 70 gallons they've already made as of yesterday is about a 2-week supply.
Self-isolation and social distancing can make you feel lonely. The technology people are using to stay connected online.
And it's chilly out there right now, but we do have a warm-up as we head into the end of the week, but that's going to fuel the risk for thunderstorms. I'll show you when.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on...
else like the breaking news desk in Pittsburgh. You're going to get breaking news as it's happening.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
That is a resource no one else has. If you see me on the breaking news desk, you know it's an important story.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Butler County.
Pittsburgh's Omni William Penn Hotel is closing for more than 2 months because of the coronavirus. According to our Trib partners, the hotel suspended its operations yesterday and will remain closed through at least June 1st. In a statement, the hotel's owner said reopening will be assessed week to week. A Pennsylvania factory has been given an exemption to keep operating during this outbreak. According to the Trib, Procter & Gamble's biggest factory in Wyoming County is still open, and the good news is they make toilet paper. Procter & Gamble makes Charmin, Bounty paper towels, and Loves and Pampers diapers. Social distancing and self-isolation can lead to feeling lonely.
So people are finding new ways to be alone together. Channel 11's Christine D'Antonio learned about the technology that is creating this virtual social connection.
The cure for cabin fever seems to be coming by way of Instagram dance parties like this one from famous DJ D Nice, who held this quarantine party live where millions, including celebrities, tuned in.
Bobby Brown is in here. What's up, Bobby?
Saturday nights, typically reserved for parents and neighbors to hang out, look a little different these days with platforms like Zoom and Skype helping people connect.
Because of the coronavirus, we can't do anything.
Social distancing is having an impact on everyone's life. Today is Jordan's 10th birthday, and he is getting well wishes from friends using technology to bridge the gap.
Happy birthday.
Tutorials on how to dye your hair or even learn how to play the guitar. Social platforms bringing people together in these unprecedented times, allowing digital connections when physical ones aren't allowed. Christine D'Antonio, Channel 11 News.
Happy birthday.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
All right, welcome back. Taking a look at our storm tracker Doppler 11 radar, we have that rain that is down to the south that's heading our way, and I was just putting together a map to show where the greatest risk of severe storms will be for today. That's going to be down here in these areas in the darker green shaded color, yellow and brown, where they actually have a risk for a few tornadoes here today. As far as us, we have temperatures that are pretty chilly in the 30s right now, low 40s in Greensburg, mid 40s across Greene County, where we've had a little bit of break in the cloud cover, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that that will happen across the Pittsburgh area today. This is a look at our day planner for the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures will be climbing close to about 48 at 3 o'clock and near 50 for the daytime high. Again, those clouds are stubborn early on, but again, a few breaks are possible throughout the afternoon. Low temperatures across the area tonight, 40 in Butler, Indiana, about 42 in Pittsburgh. Showers do look to move into the forecast, but it won't be until mainly after midnight the way it looks right now. We'll carry showers into your morning tomorrow. Temperatures, though, should rebound in the afternoon as we pick up more of a southerly and easterly wind, and that will allow the temps up to about 54 in Pittsburgh, Washington, 53 in Uniontown, 52 degrees in Greensburg. Here's a look at our storm tracker maps for the rest of the day today. Clouds holding thick here. A little bit of break in the cloud cover down to the south, which is what the visible satellite's been picking up on. And as we head into late day and evening, those clouds, for those of us that have been seeing some clearing, those clouds will be thickening up from the south once again throughout the evening as we have more rain coming in. So out ahead of the rain, the clouds thicken up, and then the showers will be arriving, but mainly after midnight. We'll have that rain around for Wednesday morning. If you are one that is heading into work, you'll have to have your rain gear with you. The good news is the showers will be quick to depart the area, so some of the steadiest rain will be falling Wednesday morning. Some of the heaviest will be falling down to the south. I mentioned earlier about 4/10, maybe up to 6/10 inches on some of the latest model data we're getting in. About 1/10 to 1/4 here for Pittsburgh, Butler, Kittanning, Greensburg, the same. Lesser amounts though north, well north, Newcastle and Butler. Here's 2 o'clock and mostly cloudy. The rain, the steadiest, has moved out. I think we'll keep it fairly quiet until we get into basically the evening. We start to see some breaks in the clouds on Wednesday, and we'll be having a partly cloudy sky by Wednesday night. I was just talking to Gordon and Peggy about this and doing a little research. This is very interesting. So far since October 1st, which is basically season to date snowfall, we have only had 21.6 inches, and we are down on snow by 17.1 inches, which would make it the 14th least snowiest on record for Pittsburgh. And we are ahead on rainfall. That's no surprise because it's been warm enough to give us the rain, not cold enough to give us the snow. So we're above average for March on rain by almost 1.5 inches. In the yearly total, we're more than 3 inches above average. We've seen more than 10.5 inches of rain. More is on the way once we get past Wednesday. That'll be coming Thursday night into Friday, and then again Friday into Saturday. We have this warm front, this low pressure system that's going to be bringing unsettled weather for us, and I think it's basically Friday night into Saturday morning where we could be looking at a few showers and thunderstorms across the area, and then once we get into Saturday afternoon and evening, we'll have another round of showers and thunderstorms. So that's the latest timing for the thunderstorms I have right now. Until then, we have a dry day to enjoy once again on Thursday with that high of 64, 62 Friday, near 70 Saturday, and we'll cool things off for the latter half of the weekend.
All right, thanks, Danielle. If you like getting information about new products and how to save money, you're going to like local steals and deals. Lisa Robertson has what you need to know.
Hey, Pittsburgh. How would you like to have fitness that is so fun you actually want to do it? Yes, it's possible. This is a very, very special offer that is only for us, and it is from one of the most amazing ideas in fitness ever. So very quickly, localsteals.com, because you want to check this out now because it's not going to be here forever. This is something called Obey. This means you're going to have instructors with you every day for 14 live classes. You're going to have 3,000 classes in the library. You're going to have every single different kinds of class you can think of. You can have classes for beginners and classes for people who are really in shape. But now it meets you where you are any day of the week, any hour of the day, and we can do it for an amazing value. This is something that's just for us. This is going to be amazing. But very quickly, we're going to meet a couple of the instructors, Walter and Sarah. Walter, hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Tell us your story a little bit, because it's pretty amazing.
Well, first of all, they call me Walter, a.k.a. the Booty Builder.
The Booty Builder.
Okay?
And the altar of Walter.
And the altar of Walter. Namaste. But my personal journey started a few years ago. I lost over 100 pounds, and I simply did it by keeping moving. I just kept moving. My favorite thing to do are squats. Can I show you a squat?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start with a standard squat. Feet are parallel, core is tight, glutes are fired up. We're just going to drop it down low, okay?
Okay.
Drop and stand straight up, and boom, cat. That's the squat. Favorite thing to do. That's it. Yeah.
The basis of the Booty Builder.
Yes.
There you go. And Sarah, you were a rockette.
I was a rockette for 12 years. Fitness has kind of always been part of my life, and it's actually an amazing way for my mom and I to stay active together. She's in Ohio. I live in New York. It's a wonderful way to take a dance hit class, cardio, sculpting, yoga, strength, you name it. We can do it together every day.
So I love the fact that this really is a community, and I love the fact you have someone stepping you through form. One of the things I noticed when I just watch Walter step us through a squat is that there's a right way and a wrong way, and the right way is going to make a big difference. You hire a personal trainer to make sure you have the right form and to motivate you. Personal trainer is expensive, although that's great if you can afford it. A gym can be expensive, but you got to get there. This meets you where you are. Any time of the day or night, anywhere you are, you can take a phone in a bathroom, lock the door, and work out if you want to. And by the way, it's a lot of fun. So this is a monthly membership. Everyone else is paying $27 a month for it. We are only paying $15.99. No one else has that. You're saving 41%, and you can cancel anytime. Don't forget, this is just one of the very special things that only we have for you on localsteals.com. So definitely grab this one, and we'll see you soon.
The Pittsburgh Marathon has been canceled, but it's not stopping everyone. The local man still going the distance. Next.
There is so much information out there about the coronavirus. At Channel 11, we're here to help make sense of it all. With what's happening now,
here are the very latest numbers.
What will happen next?
Families are taking a huge financial hit.
And how it will impact your life. At Channel 11, we're committed to bringing you every angle.
Health officials say they're trying to help as many people as possible.
To separate fact from fiction.
From schools to businesses to sports teams.
And to being a source you can trust for coverage you
watch Channel 11 Morning News.
The coronavirus canceled the Pittsburgh Marathon, but it's not stopping everyone. Jeff Gleason has organized a social distancing marathon for this Friday, starting at 1 a.m. He and two others, only two, will lace up their shoes and run 26.2 miles while the city sleeps. And then he'll head to work. Gleason has completed more than 70 marathons.
I like how he's still going to work. Kudos to the Pirates. Check out this picture from Joe Musgrove's Twitter feed. The Pirates sent 400 pizzas and other food to workers at Allegheny General Hospital. According to our partners at DKPittsburghSports.com, the players wanted to support local businesses and thank healthcare providers. Jameson Italian helped lead the effort.
I love that. Restaurants around the country are teaming up to get Americans to eat out. They've dubbed today Great American Takeout Day. Some are even offering deals and free delivery. The coalition includes companies like Panera Bread and Jason's Deli, and don't forget all the mom and pop restaurants around town. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy.
A special song and a meal to honor police. The local elementary school hosted nearly 20 officers to teach students kindness and an appreciation for law enforcement.
We really appreciate when we are invited to take part in things like this.
Giving back to those who protect and serve makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh.